The Zacks Rank, value, momentum, growth, and income all factor into Zacks Rank buys.
There are a couple of value stocks with a rank of A, and our value stock strategist Tracey Ryniec has more on it with us now. So actually that A rating comes as a style score.
Yeah.
But this one that you're going to talk about, Express Inc., EXPR, the ticker, ranks A in all style scores.
Yeah, both growth, momentum, and value, and that's a little rare to see. Plus, it's got the Zacks #1 rank, so it's at the pinnacle of all of our ranking systems, basically.
Wow.
So, like I said, you don't see that very often, but Express has been hot lately, so it's got the momentum there. They operate retail stores, about 630 stores nationwide. You've probably seen them at every local mall. They've been up and down. Last year was not a good year for Express. They couldn't get the fashion right. They had massive inventory builds. They were missing on earnings every quarter. But then this holiday season was much better than expected. And then this last quarter, the first quarter that they had, was even better than the holiday season. They had same-store sales growth of about 7%. That's much better than what they've been doing. And their margins actually increased because they didn't do so much promotions. I mean, they've been like killing it on the promotions. You've seen it at the malls too. The signs out front that are like 40%, 50% off, just trying to move the merchandise.
Right.
They've kind of ended that now, and so they're being much more restrictive on promotions. So if you want that item, you're going to have to pay full price or at least not as heavily discounted.
Well, restricting the promotions is generally a good thing with
Yes.
regard to sales.
Yes. So that means they're getting some demand. They're on point with the fashion this year. That's what it's all about. And it's so hard for these retailers to stay on point for more than several quarters. But they're back on fashion. You can see earnings estimates are rising here because they did beat on the quarter. And then they raised earnings guidance, which we haven't seen from them in quite some time. Earnings are expected to rise about 49% this year based on what this new guidance is. That sounds really big, and it is, but that's because last year was just so bad. But I do like what Express is doing with, what their brand is and restricting on the promotion. So if you're looking for a specialty retailer with a little bit more value play, I do like Express for right now. All that could change if they're off on the brand and the fashion, but for right now they seem on. You can see on the chart things were real grim last year. Shares sold off big. They're near 52-week high, but still trading just under 15 times. That's my value cutoff. So compared to the overall market, they are much more of a value. So I do like what Express is doing here. As I said, if you're looking for a specialty retailer, it's one to keep on your list.
All right, then there's Movado Group. They have a style score of A in value.
They do. Movado, little bit different story. They too struggled last year. They're the luxury watchmaker. They have a real good campaign out right now with Kerry Washington, the actress, with a new line of women's watches called Sapphire. It even made me go and look to see, how much is this watch. But again, they're a little bit higher price point. Their watches can be, that Sapphire watch is about $1,500. So there's been a lot of talk with the watch industry, with both Movado and Fossil, which is on the lower end, about Apple Watch and how much of a competition is it. No one knows yet. But the watchmakers aren't, they're not off in their dreamland thinking no one will want to wear these electronic, wearables is what they're called.
Yeah.
So they are in development with R&D and everything to come out with their own types of wearables that will be coming in the near-term future. But for right now, it's even unclear to the analysts how much is the Apple Watch, which is priced lower than Movado's main watches. Is that eating into their business? No one knows. And then they have a secondary issue of the millennials. The younger generation just doesn't wear watches.
Right.
So
well, I haven't either for a long time.
Yeah, I still do. I am of the old style. And people do wear them for fashion more than function these days. But the millennials, are they going to wear the Apple Watch? And if so, are they going to stay loyal to that? And will they switch over to a brand like Movado if they come out with their own wearables? These are the unknowns. But Apple is pushing these companies, the old style watch companies, to innovate and things. So that'll be an exciting thing to watch. You can see the estimates kind of trending up a little bit here. This last quarter, sales, wholesale sales, which is through their department stores, We're up about 5% in the U.S. and 6% internationally because they do have big international business. They did get hurt a little bit by the currency, but you know, it's not gangbusters here, but it's trending up because it's a little bit better than what the analysts thought was going to happen for this quarter. But again, the wearables, no one knows. It's kind of out there. So it's a mystery. But shares, unlike Express getting hit, they're going the other way because people are nervous about, you know, where the trends are going. So it's cheap. It's only trading about 13 times. So that's why we got the value score there of the A. And estimates rising, so it is a Zacks #1, but there's a little bit more uncertainty with the story than there is with, say, Express that I just talked about. So, but if you're looking for something that, you know, could be in the turnaround mode, and the brand is still very strong, it's like the Tiffany of watches, basically, then, you know, it's something you might want to consider and look at because of its cheap valuation.
All right, I don't wear a watch because I can't tell time, but that's a different story. And speaking of which, we're out of it. Do you own these?
I do not.
All right, check out more stocks and stock picking strategies on our website, Zacks.com. If you're not there already watching this video, get on over. Link to all of the information off the home page. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.